In this third and final installment of Making Prospecting Normal, what we're going to be talking about is how to simplify the prospecting call in addition to anticipating the resistance. So here's the question that I'll ask is, what is your flow? When you pick up the phone, what is your flow when you are doing an outbound or inbound prospecting activity? The reality is that a lot of us have either taken a script and ingrained it in our mind where we become robots, or we don't have a flow. So what happens is when we pick up the phone, whether it's someone calling us or we're calling out, we're just going to literally be throwing spaghetti in the wall in hopes of setting that appointment. So the reality is, in listening to this segment today, is I'm going to really push on you to actually take the time and think in terms of what is your flow. Now, your flow may be slightly different than mine. The bottom line is to at least anticipate and have a flow. Now, let's go ahead and simplify what is a flow of a typical phone call. I'm going to share my screen here. Now, here is what is in reality happens. You are going to initiate contact with that person. That's right. You state who you are and who you work for, and you state it with pride. So you initiate that contact with that person, whether that person is calling you or whether you are calling out. Here's the reality. 9 times out of 10, someone is not going to answer that phone. So the question is, do you leave a voicemail or do you not? I would say every third time on that phone number, you do leave a voicemail, but in addition, you don't. Sometimes you can even double tap. Now, here is what happens. They pick up the phone. Well, guess what? It is your opportunity to say hello and to speak in the most normal, authentic manner with confidence and enthusiasm. Think in terms of your last time that you picked up a spam-ish type of phone call. How was that voice? Now, here's the thing. They're not anticipating your phone call. In fact, they have no idea who the hell you are. But guess what? You are interrupting their day. So we should acknowledge the fact that we have interrupted their day. Let's go ahead and apologize for that. But we also have to be very quick in building credibility and expressing the reason why we are even reaching out to them at that day on that time. So here's the thing. They are going to resist your first opportunity of attempting to get in front of them. It's just the bottom line. Who wouldn't? In fact, let's go ahead and anticipate that. I think that's what throws up and throws off a lot of our flow, is the fact that we get hit by objection within the first 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the phone call, and we cry uncle. So anticipate that first resistance of them saying no. Guess what? We got to overcome it. We got to go ahead and have at least one phrase where we can actually respond pretty appropriately and give them the opportunity to be able to see our value. So meaning, what is the outcome of your call? Is it to get in front of them for a listing appointment, or is it to get them to buy the house? So share that value. Go ahead and tell them that is exactly what we are attempting to set them up for success for. Guess what's going to happen? Now they are probably going to resist you yet again the second time. This is where 85% of realtors give up. After the second time someone's told you no, we go back with our heads in the sand and we don't make calls for another 20 minutes because someone told us no and hurt our feelings. Well, guess what? This is where I want us to push. Anticipate the fact that they are going to give you that second objection as to why they can't meet with you now. Well, guess what? Push through, friends. I want you to go ahead and ask for that meeting yet one more time. Yet again, be able to express value and reasons as to why it would be the best decision for them to either A, allow you in their home for a listing appointment, or B, allow you to be the one to bring them in for a buyer consultation. Now, here's the thing. By the second time of the song and dance, this potential prospect is already of the mindset that they know that you know business. So they're either going to agree with you at this moment, or they're yet again going to give you a third objection as to why they cannot meet with you. Well, here's the thing. At the third time, if you're not able to schedule that meeting, then I would say, go ahead and put this person on a follow-up in your pipeline. You've done all that you can. I would highly recommend not going for a fourth or fifth time in this song and dance because, you don't want to get a negative review. But my point is, in the prospecting call, you should at least have 2 to 3 objection handlers on already anticipating them telling you no. That's the whole point. They're going to tell you no. So what are you doing about being able to convert them to say a yes? What are things that you can say right now in real time that would allow that potential prospect to give you their time on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Friday afternoon? Now, with the flow, again, the reality that we just discussed is the fact that, guess what? They are going to resist you. They are. And we as realtors and as salespeople have to understand that we have to anticipate that resistance, and we also have to prepare to respond. I think this is where a lot of people give up, in the sense that they already know they're going to be told no, so they fail to pick this up and make things happen. Well, for those of you that want to have a successful career in 2023, it's going to be absolutely imperative to pick up that phone, make friends with it, and push through. So here's the thing. Buyers and sellers resist sell people. Why? Because they're not anticipating us. So I want you all to remind yourself of a time when no meant nothing to you. For a lot of us, that might have been our 3-year-old selves. Think of a 3-year-old currently. You tell them no, what happens? They don't care. No means absolutely nothing to that 3-year-old. So maybe for some of us, in shifting a mindset into being able to make proactive behaviors happen when you're hitting the phones, channel that inner 3-year-old. And when prospecting, that's exactly what no should mean to us. Nothing. Thank you for listening.